It's actually super easy for me to sync up.
You're super easy.
That's what they say. Welcome back. It's episode 33 of the Lost Omens podcast, and this is a monumental episode because it's the one where Mud dies. Mud's player.
It's only a matter of time.
Mud's player made the mistake of insulting the GM, so it wasn't really insulting, though.
I'm a very sex-positive person. I don't feel that was negative at all.
Okay.
If you put that on yourself, that's on you, not me.
What about my husband? What if he puts that on myself?
I do have a scalpel in my hand.
I hope he does put it on yourself.
Well, X-Acto knife, but you know what I mean.
That's fair. You know, in a world that's so difficult, why not just be
In a
easy?
world.
Run by fear and Aeon orbs.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Boom. And here we are
Where are we?
playing this game.
Are we the Fire Nation?
I can create
Blood
fire.
is.
Then you are the Fire Nation.
Then absolutely.
Balls. Yay.
Unless it's the M. Night Shyamalan movie, and then they can't make fire because everything in that movie was awful.
Oh.
In what?
Exactly.
We don't speak of it.
What?
They should have hired Dylon. Because he spits hot fire.
He's the top 5 rappers that Dylon knows, also.
Okay.
Did he blow up and then act like he don't know nobody?
I have no idea what's happening.
All right. Welcome back. Before we launch into the episode, we have some questions from listeners. Not really. Most of them are just from us.
Cool.
We posted in the Lost Omens group on our Discord, which you can join if you join our Patreon, patreon.com/professionalcasual. And yeah, they're literally the only questions are from us.
I was quite active.
I believe there was one from someone else.
Is
No?
there?
JB did have some zingers.
We did get one from Cotton. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cotton.
Yeah, thank you, Cotton.
I got you, Buck.
We'll go with Cotton first. Because he's paying good money to be here.
It's true.
Cotton asked, what happened to the wolf? Will he/she come back?
God, I
Number
hope so.
one.
Absolutely not. Next question.
I just
Really
wanna
got
say-
your money's worth, didn't you, Cotton?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for not assuming the wolf's gender. That's nice. He/she, because we don't know what Dutch was. Yeah. I don't know. I really did, after getting this question, I thought about writing like one of the little vignettes that Dan's so well known for over on Kapapa. And just like, you know, tracking through the forest. Blah, blah, blah. But obviously I didn't have time to
You
do
still
that.
could.
Well,
In the
Oh,
future.
like that Stark Girl's dire wolf
yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Nymeria?
And they
'Cause didn't
just,
she, yeah, Nymeria. She had like her own little interquel, right? Where she like became queen of the wolves out in wherever the Foxville.
yeah.
For sure.
And, you know, never came to help any of the Starks ever again.
Not in the show.
They got to learn their lesson.
Mhm.
The dire wolves are just a crutch. They should have all died much quicker.
Yep.
Mhm.
And the Starks just need to learn to be less honest
Yeah.
and trusting.
What? Why do you think that Sansa had the most character development? Is because her dire wolf died really early on. Spoilers.
Yeah.
You say it after.
All right. He's right, though.
I would like everyone to sign up for Patreon and get the $5 tier
Yes.
just to see the fact that Tim and Dan are twins in our video here.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same right now. The same flannel, the same shirt, hat. They look
His
the
hat is
same.
yellow.
We
thank
learned
you.
today that Taylor's colorblind.
I think perhaps it was the patterns that I'm referring.
We are both
It's an
wearing a
Xa'Reske
plaid
thing.
Overshirt, that's true.
Yeah.
I have had brain surgery recently. So
That's right.
Should show the camera.
It's Brian's surgery.
The cyst was not in your Brian. It was just in your scalp.
she definitely called it my Brian.
Your Brian.
Taylor, there's a giant spider on your head.
I don't think that was a duck.
Slap it.
God, that's not what I mean.
Don't slap it.
Don't slap the top of your head.
They
Yikes.
said they show up in the back alleys of Delhi.
Taylor's wife and I are good friends, and she sent me a Snapchat of what she considers to be a borderline divorceable offense where Taylor left half a teaspoon of peanut butter in the jar. She's like, why didn't you just finish it and then go to the basement and get the other jar? And I was like, you just gotta, like, little bunny frou-frou, like, bop him on the head right on top.
Don't do that.
Because Taylor, if you don't have access to the video, Taylor has stitches on top of his head.
God, it hurts so bad.
Well, it's like a competition of whoever has to use that last teaspoon of peanut butter. They're the ones that go get the new jar.
No,
so-
it's not. It's peanut butter. Just send it. Peanut butter's great. Why would you not want to use the last?
Thank you.
I didn't
don't have
need
to go down the
last of it.
basement
I had
and get
enough.
And peanut butter's
Right?
worth it. Listen, I hate stairs. I will stairs probably twice just for a little bit of extra peanut butter.
I gotta be honest.
I will. I like how you use stairs as a verb. I will stairs twice.
I gotta be honest. I just didn't notice. I was just like, oh, I'm done with my peanut butter application.
Right? Sometimes you just don't notice
Yep.
the things.
I am a man. If it's not literally right in front of my eyes, it doesn't exist.
And even then, sometimes
have
it
color.
still doesn't exist.
It doesn't have color.
You know, I read a book recently.
Be any butter.
Uh-oh.
Tim knows where I'm going.
I know
Called
where
The
you're going.
Power, and the women get this like incredible power where they can like generate and control electricity, and they just go fucking bananas with it. And I like put my hands together. And I'm like, come on, I just want to see an arc of electricity go between my palms. Like, come on, baby.
It's literally the superpower that I want. Static shock. I want to be static shock.
Want to be one superhero.
But I love you.
That's
Does
wonderful.
no one else remember that awesome theme song?
Not that well.
Human static shock.
Absolutely.
God, I hate Little Romeo. Taking away my favorite theme song to replace it with that bullshit. I have a lot of opinions about the Static Shock intro themes.
And if you go to the Cartoon Cast,
You actually, we spend a good 20 minutes on how much we hate the Little Romeo intro.
Yes.
God, it was such a good show.
I love that.
It was great.
It was a great show.
So I don't know what's going to happen with the wolf. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it'll become like security detail for the circus. Only time will tell what's going to happen and how much time and energy I want to invest into fleshing that out, which as the lazy GM is 0. But it's not out of the question. Anyway, the funniest thing in this whole chat about like, hey, if you have any questions, let us know. Like everybody said, JB was on it today. Dagner wrote, damn, JB is on fire. And JB writes, that's all right. Only need a DC 15 flat check to stop it. I had a class. I decided not to
Buddy.
really work today. I was cackling in my classroom and my kids are like, what the hell? And I lost it. It was so funny.
Can you imagine Danny in the middle of a class trying to explain how persistent damage works? And
Right.
how you get rid of it with flat checks afterwards?
In the middle of an English class.
I had a creative writing class one time at the first school where I taught, and we made WFRP characters, and I ran a campaign, and we played WFRP for creative writing.
Yeah, she had me come in as like a consultant, and I ran them through the rules of creating characters, and it was super fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then they like wrote a story about their character.
That's dope.
That's
That sounds dope.
Baller.
God, I love making characters.
Right?
Like I don't particularly care if I get to play them. I just like making them.
Yeah.
Like making decks and magic.
It is the thing. We had a couple
Yeah.
discussions before game where Danny threatened to kill my character, and I was like, do it.
Right?
You know how many backups I have? We need to start weeding through these characters quick.
Right. That
I got
kind
a
of
list.
Turn up
that's
the
a good
heat.
segue to a question that actually you asked. Is what class or ancestry would I play if I was a player in Extinction Curse, specifically if I was in a party with this group? I think that I would go some.
Human. 100%.
I would absolutely be a human. I would be like the dopey, like moon-faced human who'd be like, oh, hey, guys, don't forget, you almost left me back there, but I caught up with you. Sure thing. That's okay.
You'd be Jay Aber.
Are you a human fighter? Just to make it as
Yep.
as
As vanilla as possible.
I
Someone
was
locked
saying
me
no
in my
chocolate
cabin
was
again. That's sort of weird.
It was so weird. You know?
Sword and board fighter, but it's an actual garbage can lid and a fucking stick. We didn't have money down in the homestead.
You don't
This
make fun of
tall guy
sticks,
here.
Kurva does a lot of good work with sticks.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
This tall guy, I just can't keep up with him. He's got those long legs, you know. Let's go adventuring. Yeah, I would want to be something. I feel like I can't help but think of party composition. And obviously like Xa'Reske and Kurva do a really good job as far as like fighting stuff goes, but I feel like that's where I would want to be more into. So something kind of like that. But I also just really want to play a rogue.
Arcane caster. That's what we need.
Honestly, if
Martial classes are probably my favorite anyway.
Yeah.
although Martial Caster, now that he said it, sounds pretty
Hey, now.
awesome.
Yeah.
Throwing like spectral fists at things.
That would be
Wait,
pretty
don't you
fun.
do that? But it's undead.
Yeah.
I was looking at the Pathfinder 2 Facebook group thread. There was like a thread of like, okay, everybody who plays this, how do I break this game? Because I've been able to break every other version and I can't seem to break this one. And everybody just like, there's no fucking way to break it. They actually developed it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. Go home.
They did their job.
They
Yay.
did
It's
it.
balanced.
So if you went, like, if you were part of the party,
Yeah.
part of the party, part of the crew,
Yeah.
and you went combat, I would probably go caster.
Yeah.
To be honest, because
Okay.
that's my usual go-to. And this
Right.
time I was like, let's beat things up.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I just don't want to have like a limitation on how many spells I can cast in a day and having to like pick what
Cantrips.
spells I want to have. Yeah, so cantrips would be the way to go for show. I just want to
Yeah.
play a monkey goblin so bad.
What? That sounds awesome.
So bad, right?
Yeah.
Little monkey goblin.
They have a tail.
Yep.
It's like prehensile too. I think
Mhm.
you can like
I can climb
put
with it.
stuff in it, right? It helps you climb better.
Mhm.
Oh my God, that's adorable.
Right? So freaking
So
cute.
It look is it the I think it's from the character guide. He's in like
so.
a pirate outfit, isn't he?
Yeah.
He looks so awesome.
And
Right.
then there's one hanging from a tree. That's so cute.
Do yourself a favor and look up Pathfinder 2 Monkey Goblin.
It would be
Wow,
so cute.
that's
And that would be me. Unless I was the moon-faced human who is basically Jay Aber.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey, guys. Because if I'm not doing Mina's accent from Gapapa, all I've got is Midwest. That's it. I've tried.
I got 3 looks.
And this is all of them. Oh, gee whiz. But yeah, so I'd probably go fighter if I did. And then the last question, what will Harlock do now that his hermitage is in tatters and everyone that he's ever loved or cared for is dead? That you guys are Dan. I just want you to know, as a GM,
What?
you guys killed everybody. That wasn't me. That
They
wasn't-
attacked us in most cases.
I do believe that most of the beds were already bloodied, and a lot of those people had already been turned to evil.
I imagine Harlock will finally profess his undying love for Jay Aber.
Mm.
And, you know, they'll probably go on like a little like road trip, see the sights, find out what he's been missing after so many years in the Hermitage, really do some like soul searching.
Like a winds and waves.
Yeah,
honeymoon.
see what Gozra has in store for him.
And then they were eaten by Vermlex.
Probably
Not those verb.
made some nice little meat suits in their
Oh,
little
good meat suit.
tuxedos.
I imagine that they were both secretly Vermlex, and when Jay Aber went to go Vermlek Harlock,
Oh, did they
he
like
gets
link?
surprised by him being a Verlock to whatever too, and they're like, "Oh my god!"
I thought I was the only one.
And then they're just like,
It's just a huge closeted metaphor.
yes.
It's like, I thought there wasn't anyone like me. Never realized.
The way your joke started there, Tim, I thought it was going to be another one of those. I had to add crickets after it was done.
Get
Like
out of
now.
here.
Can you add crickets now, please?
That worked out pretty well.
That was great.
It was like a self burn.
You're so good at that. Anyway, so
Jamie's
yeah.
dying.
Your water.
Oh,
Sorry. Yeah, he's kind of a whiny
Oh
dad.
my God.
It's fine. It's whatever. At least it's not spilling in from the rain this time. All right. So before we get into episode 33 proper, it's time for some hero points. We
Oh, yay.
Whoa.
like,
We really
sound.
need those.
Yes.
Like badly.
Yes, you do. No, I'm kidding. I keep being like purposely like cryptic and like, oh, you ready to die tonight? Tim's like, yes.
Yeah, I think I got threatened with that earlier too.
Yeah.
I got bumped up to level 7.
And then struck down.
And then
Struck back down to 3.
Frickin' down. You son of a biatch.
I had an attack of opportunity for a day. And I didn't even get to use it.
You squandered it. That's what you
You
did.
should have at least used it in the Discord while you had it.
I did. That's what got me down to 3.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
Okay, so when we last left off, you basically initiated a bloodbath here in what appears to be like a room off of a second hallway. There were like curtains hung up with straw beds and whatnot. The bed in this room seems, big enough for probably 2 Zolgaths, where the other ones have been pretty much bunks for single Zolgaths, all very, very stinky Zolgaths. This room is 5 squares by 5 squares. There are a couple dead Zolgaths here, a couple dead, feathery chickens in here as well that you kind of have to step over. And then there's this weird pile of stuff in the southwestern corner, 2 squares by 2 squares, big. Are you going to walk right up to it?
I want to check.
I would like to search
Okay.
it.
Sure. You're going to have to make a reflex save for me.
Sure. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Oh, no. That is a 14.
All right. So Xa'Reske approaches the pile, and as he approaches, he realizes he stepped on like a twig, which sent another twig sailing up at his face. So he sidestepped it, and it just full on splat Mr. Brennen right in the face. And you can immediately tell you have some very sticky sap-like scented material that is now, getting intertwined in the fur on your face. It went right through the lensless glasses.
Oh, no. Not my glasses. I need those.
Yeah.
Broke your glass.
Oh, I did not like this situation at all. I will immediately try to clean this off.
Okay.
I got a solvent for you right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Kurva, of course. You need to. Why would I clean this when you're right here?
I got the lemon scented stuff you like because I know the lavender gives you breaks you out in hives.
I do believe I'm allergic. Yes. Thank you.
What a guy.
A Fulgrim, if what Kurva has doesn't work, I believe.
I have acid.
Yes, acid kind of works with like a Gooby Gone.
I'm sure what Kurva will do will be quite adequate.
I'll clean people's outsides. You just clean people's insides.
Sounds like a deal.
Very glad that didn't hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Acid works all over.
It does. It
Inside
removes
and
scales
outside.
as well.
Yep. So it is going to take you 10 minutes of intense scrubbing to get this pine sap off of you.
Absolutely.
We can't wait for that.
I can wait for it.
It's like
That's why I'm here.
it's like like if you didn't know better, by the smell this isn't what it is, but if you didn't know better, you would think it was poo
Oh God.
because it's like liquidy brown
I don't like this at all.
all over your albino face.
Is this a poop knife?
Not albino, thank you.
Your albino.
He's cream colored fur, not white.
But what color are his eyes?
Red. All Yusoki's eyes are red.
My point is made. All the more reason to kill you, my dear.
She is bloodthirsty tonight.
Yeah, she really.
Is there anything else in that pile of bones?
You can check it if you choose to.
I would like to.
I do not.
I'm quite busy over here.
I rolled a 23.
Beautiful. You actually, as you're searching, you find you can pull it out of the pile completely intact, and it's another like snare trap that's been like assembled but not set. So you can deduce that the things in this pile are like trap setting supplies. And now Tim is both. As you continue to search, you find a battered leather pouch.
Does it have anything in it?
It sure does. It contains 4 tiny emeralds.
Has it already been fried or is it just battered?
Just battered.
Okay.
You have to fry it. But it does come with Kytilish oil with which to fry it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I will hand this off to you, my friend.
Oh.
My friend Fulgrim. Kytilish, you said?
Yeah.
I believe this is of the Kytilish variety.
Could I make a knowledge roll to
Yes.
see what this is?
Yes.
If this is lore alcohol, it's a +10. If it is anything else, +12 for crafting, if that helps.
All right.
Or arcana.
Dear me.
And real quick, you said there were 4 tiny emeralds, correct?
Yes. Should have looked this
Mud,
earlier.
Oh,
Yes.
We
I
can look
notice you have at least 4 fingers.
Yep, on my good hand. Yep, absolutely.
I would like to bestow these emeralds to you as an offering, just in case we can actually get them on something and maybe you can wear them as people do on their fingers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Captain does get first right of plunder. That's definitely the rules.
Very thoughtful.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, I'll take those.
Thank you. So, Fulgrim, you know exactly what this is.
Ah.
You are actually very familiar with this. Maybe you've actually had this used on you. You know so much about this.
Oh, it's a thick substance used for the mind robbing fungus, and it's a mentally altering capabilities. So we could like totally mess with people with this.
You made this into a liquor. It was green.
I did. And I lost a week.
Yeah.
I think it was called
yes.
Absinthe Abelaro.
I believe that's what it was. Something absinthe.
Absinthandaloo.
Abstinence,
Yes.
perhaps? Was it abstinence?
It was definitely not abstinence.
No.
It's not used to, it is used to treat abstinence. That is for sure.
Fulgrim believes in an absinthe-only education.
As he should.
To be fair, it's done right by him.
You follow the rules. It works okay.
Yeah.
My friend has a code. I don't know what it is yet, but he follows it.
It's written on the walls of my bar that burnt down.
It's bold of you to assume that I can read.
You got to do the cooking by the book.
If you break it down, bitch. Sorry. You're an asshole. Oh shit.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, so there are a lot of other like trap making items in this pile. Nothing of any value though, except for what Xa'Reske found there. So
Are there more stickies?
no,
Please
no
no.
stickies.
I'll gather up the bones.
Oh, they should go in the fire, shouldn't they?
Exactly. You're learning.
Can you get them all? Do you need help?
I can get them all.
Probably the bone bucket.
Huggazer didn't make buckets for nothing.
Preach, brother.
Now, was there other things down the other hallway that we were just coming in from beyond these small piles of stones?
Oh, I forgot that.
You
was
have
there.
not ventured beyond those. There are 3 piles of stones in the hallway, which you can all fit through those kind of like pillars they make, where they're similar to but smaller than the ones that were kind of like fencing in those big old dinos. And then you also saw those in the entranceway as well.
Quick.
Well, we're here to figure out where all those cultists came from, right? I don't think the Zolgaths that we beat up already would have been all that big of a deal. So whatever we're looking for is definitely further in.
Yeah.
This bed, this large bed, does it
Yes.
seem like 2 individuals were staying in this bed, or does this seem more like a bed for just one really important person?
Upon inspection, it appears to have 2 divots in it.
Oh, 2 divots.
Mm.
All right. So whoever's sleeping in this got a real trunk on them. So let's check this. Let's check this bed out. See if there's
Okay.
anything in here.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what do we even roll for this perception?
Sure.
Let's go with a gentleman's 19.
It smells real bad.
Uh-oh.
You dig through and you find like a leather like bikini top looking thing. 2 little triangles with some string attaching it all together.
An eye patch. I put it on immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, but it like covers both of your eyes. It's weird because it's got 2 pieces of triangle.
Oh, okay.
I'll put my hand over Mr. Brennan's eyes so that he doesn't have to see that.
I'd shake my head.
Obviously, you would use this in a situation in which things are very bright. They're kind of like blinders.
Yes. Or on horses.
Yes. Yep.
I figured it was a
Horse mask
a trusting mechanism.
to keep it anonymous in case you want to rob a bank with your horse.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Knows the horse. Interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that horses are the best getaways for bank robbery.
Right. So-
Especially when you are a spellcaster.
They're so greedy. Horses are.
Mm.
Like, you have to have shoes made of metal? Give me a break, dude.
No, sir. I don't
4
like
of them, too? Pfft.
So yeah, I'll stow away the magical mask for now.
Alright. Do you want to also keep all the crusty tissues that you found in the bed?
How many are there?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
it. If there's 4, yes. If there's 7, no.
yeah, there is an amount.
Oh my goodness. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for this room.
Oh, once I am properly cleaned up, I suggest we can continue investigating north.
You still got a smudge on your cheek. Hang on, I got it.
Oh.
And I lick my thumb and try to get it off there.
So cute.
Aw.
I believe the
Wow.
direction we need to go is south.
So this corridor and stuff has kind of like doubled back on itself, where you went north and then east and then south.
Oh, yes, we
So
already
you
went
do
north.
have to go north and then west and then south, and then you will end up at these stones. However,
South, of course.
yes.
You're really gonna move everyone else and not me? Fine, whatever.
You look like you had a handle on it.
I'm gonna quickly scratch out a sign and post it on the entrance of the place we just came from, and it says "closed for renovations."
Okay, I like that. Well, as you all begin to pass through those stone pillars, maybe it's Mr. Brennen notices it. I don't know, because you're lower to the ground. But
I do tend to notice things that are odd or out of place.
yes, you notice that there is, what?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Wow. Am I like messing with you the way that you mess with us on your show?
You've threatened death a number of times
That's
before
true.
we started recording, so
You notice that there's lava.
on your face.
You notice that you're all dead.
Well, that was very anticlimactic.
Sorry. You notice that these rocks have like a bit of string passing through them, and everybody's walked through. So you guys are all going to have to make a fortitude saving throw for me right now.
Fortitude? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Not reflex?
Nope.
15?
Eight.
Just not an 18.
No, just
an 8.
a regular eight.
Okay.
Is 25 good enough?
25 is good enough.
How about 25?
25 is also good enough. Fulgrim.
That would be a 14.
Okay. So as you pass between these stones, they just collapse over and you set off a thunder snare, which makes a deafening noise. And those of you who failed, you take 1 sonic damage.
You gotta go fast.
Once. 1 damage.
And none of you made a critical success. So those of you are all deafened for like 1 round. We're not in combat rounds right now, but so
We have that tinnitus going.
yeah. Like, what was that? Like, who has a cat? Like, what was that noise? No, there are no more boys. What are you talking about?
My milkshakes.
They were supposed to bring the boys to the yard. I've been lied to my entire life.
Ow.
So, yeah. You guys have to be more careful.
Honestly, I can
I'm
get
keeping
used-
calm because I'm used to cannon fire blasts in the side of my ear. That's just something you deal with.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'll make placating gestures to everyone, just like give it a minute.
Mud looks relieved, as this is probably the longest he's gone without Mr. Brennen talking.
Oh, he's still talking.
Wow.
you guys can just hear the low level, like, beep, 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 beep. It's
Oh,
like-
yeah, there it is.
Yep.
You know, your hearing is coming back because you're going to hear my squeaking.
Actually, it would sound like nothing but Mr. Brennen talking, as it would just be one scream.
But as you pass over and through those rocks, you see a long corridor ahead of you, which then goes along all the way like to the south. And then there's a corner that goes to the east. There's also a doorway about, a third of the way down the corridor, a doorway leading to the east. Sorry, to the west as well.
It's quite the long hallway.
So, are we still deafened? Was that just kind of a momentary thing, or is this a persistent condition for a while?
It says for one turn, but we're not in combat rounds, so just be more perceptive, dummies. God.
Yeah, don't we have someone that like looks for this type of stuff?
Believe the person in the front that is lowest to the ground.
Right. You didn't see that?
I did, but after the fact.
This
That's how they get you.
This was my fault. I apologize, everyone. I will hang back.
If we were looking for water mines, I'd be on top of it, but I don't understand how these land water mines work.
It's true.
It's because I'm 7 feet off the ground. I could not see it.
I would like to poke my tiny mouse head around the corner to the west here and make a perception test to make sure there are no more traps such as this.
I'd also like to poke my head around the corner and we'll be stacked on top of each other like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and percept for me.
15.
Everything appears to be okay. As you walk
awesome.
to that corner, though, you're not sure if it's your hearing that's kind of weird or what, but something about this hallway, like, it feels just a little bit like tighter than where you just came from, like only like an inch or two, but you can't tell if the wall is like popped out a little or like recessed a little bit. Something about the wall that's opposite that corridor that you were just poking your nose into. It just looks a little strange.
I double check my sleeves and my pants to make sure that sap didn't make me get bigger somehow.
That's so cute.
I will investigate the wall as well.
Okay.
Also, I believe that trap may have alerted some of the denizens further down this hallway.
Oh, yes, almost certainly.
Yes.
You want me to make another perception check?
I would
for the wall?
love for you to make another perception check.
And make sure we're ready for any Denzels that come at us.
I cannot roll. 16.
You're like, well, must be just shoddy craftsmanship.
Terrible rolls tonight.
Poke it. Poke that wall. Maybe it's a guy with like a sheet and he's holding it up.
Kurva, why don't you poke that wall with one of your sticks?
Okay. Yeah, I'll poke at it.
All right. You poke the wall and it goes, whoo! It's a person holding a sheet. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what?
What am I looking for here exactly?
I'm not sure. This wall, something about the wall seems odd.
Yeah, Kurva, you can make a perception check if you want, but you notice the same thing that Brennen notices, where this portion of the wall, it's probably 6 squares, like, wide, I guess. I don't know, but, 6 square length of this wall, it just seems to just pop out a little bit more than the rest of the wall. It's not all flush. That's the word, flush.
Stinky diver.
Well, here's the thing. We already made a loud sound. And then I'll go ahead and kick the wall as hard as I can.
Okay.
And try to break it open.
It doesn't move.
Seems weird, so kicking seems correct.
Might as well.
Could we explore the alcove to our right as well?
To the west.
It's
Correct.
all right the way we're headed. That was very good. I like that.
The one that Brennen just checked out for traps?
Yes.
Yes. Let me reveal that to you.
Where did Brennen go on the map?
He's
Kurva's on
underneath
top of him.
Kurva.
Ah,
Oh, sorry there, buddy.
look at that.
You are just so small that you...
Oh, stairs.
Yes. So, this room has a sloped ceiling at the eastern end, which accommodates a staircase ascending steeply upward from the middle of the room. Round alcoves to the north and south each bear stone daisies?
Daises.
Daises, thank you. I was like, the I is not in the right spot for it to be daisy, but like, daises. Why is it D-A-I and not D? Whatever. With the booted feet of a statue, but both statues are broken off at the shins.
Mm.
So these...
So it's just feet?
Just
statue foots?
just statue feet.
Gross.
Some people love that, Hot. Don't yuck your yum.
Summer.
Hot chocolate.
All right, so are we all in agreement? This is a tower. Important tower things have got to be on the top of the tower, right? That makes sense.
Correct.
Agreed.
So
We should also clear out this portion of the tower so that nothing comes up the stairs after us, though.
well, that'd be great. Then we just throw them off the tower.
I don't believe we can leave an entire floor of the tower dirty and not completely clean.
Towers you clean from the top down. Everybody knows that.
Water does follow the laws of gravity. You are correct.
I do feel it'd be pertinent. To
It
make
took me a
sure
few years to figure that one out.
no monsters would follow us up those stairs, but this hallway continues. We probably should make sure there's nothing dangerous beyond.
I was pretty under the impression that from the top, make it drop.
That's a wet ass tower.
Yeah.
What?
All right. I believe then we go up.
So you're ascending
That is-
instead of clearing the.
3
Level?
for 2.
Oh, no, I think we should go south.
Oh,
I just had heard that once.
the words that you said out of your mouth made it seem that you wanted to go up the stairs.
That's all right. That's fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get that. But no, we should go down Charlie Brown.
Well, then, we shall.
I understand from your tone of voice that you'd like to go south, but I did not understand the words.
All right. As you go down this corridor further to the south, there's like a weird, like almost breeze.
Interesting.
What does
Coming to us or coming away from us?
Blowing towards you as you go south.
All right. Is it a cool breeze?
It is a cool breeze.
Does it
That's
smell of
refreshing.
anything?
It's kind of like damp and musty. Reminds Xa'Reske specifically. This tastes a lot like a cave.
Yeah.
Does it smell like
Which-
the Zolgaths?
Makes sense. Not super Zolgathy down here.
Does it smell
Smells
like the pen with the large dinosaurs?
No,
It tastes
it's actually kind of like refreshing, if anything. It still doesn't smell great, but compared to Zolgaths and dinos, yes.
I'd take the taste of mold over what we're having right now.
Maybe this is the tower's service door.
Yeah. Maybe we found another way out.
It could be a swamp.
Wouldn't be bad to secure an exit.
It is good to know all your exits.
Kurva, could you go look around that corner for us? We'll be right
Aye,
behind
aye.
you.
All right. So Kurva.
I look around the corner by going entirely around the corner.
It's quite dim down here. There aren't any lanterns in this hallway, but you can still have some light coming around the corner. And so as you stand in this hallway facing west, there's a corridor to your left that leads further south. And then this corridor the corridor straight ahead of you that leads to the west does go to what appears to be a big room, but it is very dark and you cannot see into it.
I beg your pardon. I can probably see into it. But I'll check out this place first.
Okay. So you're going
I think
south?
most of us have dark vision anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is
that's true. That is
Low
true.
light.
What's the distance on dark vision?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Damn. Okay, so I'm going to say that you can see into that room.
Cool. What did I see?
I'm going to show you.
A sailor, he
in
could
a
see.
second. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop. You see a big empty room.
That's weird. There's a save point in front of it.
So strange. What could be down here?
It's a good room. That room is really doing its job, you know? None of this weird foot statue nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Kurva, further ahead of you, if you look down this corridor that's leading directly south, the floor, 2.5 squares ahead of you has started to collapse, creating a large chasm.
Oh, fun.
And you can kind of infer that that's where this like musty, kind of weird smell. Yeah.
How far can I see into this chasm?
Boop, 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 boop. You notice a lot of like dried gray stuff on the floor. shit.
Oh.
Come back.
Any
Guano.
chance I can figure out what that is?
Lick it.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Yeah,
You'll
don't lick
actually
it.
do it.
Don't lick it.
I'll get a little trowel out and try to scrape some off.
Okay, you can scrape some off. This looks a lot like a guano.
Nailed
Oh,
it.
I could
Yeah.
totally use that for reagents.
Yeah.
I'll scrape off as much as you need, Brewmaster.
Fantastic. I will load everyone down with as much guano as they can carry.
I got a bulk capacity of 8, and I don't have any armor, so I can carry quite a bit of guano.
I'd rather not. That stuff is surprisingly flammable.
Yeah,
That's why
that is the purpose.
Is it also not poisonous to ingest?
We could definitely test that out to see the lethality of ingesting guano.
most things that are incredibly flammable, while tasting usually pretty good, aren't super healthy.
Kurva, as you're scraping this guano up, I would love for you to make a fortitude save for me right here.
Everyone or just me?
Just you.
How's 27?
Beautiful. Okay. You're like, this guano is tangy.
Num num. This is the good stuff.
No.
There's slight citrus notes.
Yeah. It's just ever so much. So
Are those undertones of caramel?
fascinating. So as Kurva's crouched down, getting some of this guano with his trowel, the rest of you are just chatting as you do, but you're chatting so much louder than you normally would be, and your words are just echoing around this cavern.
Because of the tinnitus.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just so loud.
The acoustics in here are amazing.
And you're like, no, you can't make queso with guano. It's not the same. Stop it.
Same number of letters.
You're not wrong with that.
Change my mind.
It's quitter talk.
But you have startled the current residents of these caverns.
Oh.
And that would be some bats.
Bring it.
Guano vendors. Oh,
Ah,
Oh, that's a big bat.
It's a swarm of bats.
Uh-oh.
And with that, we gonna roll for initiative, baby.
Oh,
oh.
snap.
Dan, will you hand me the TP?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
The PPTP?
I gotta go pee pee. I'm just
Ooh.
gonna go right here. I hope you guys don't mind.
Look at what I
We already
rolled.
did.
A
That-
10?
Wow.
That is a dice.
It's a die.
Good job, babe. The right shape too. You
Rolled
do
a
so
19.
you do so much better
Roll
at
the
this when you're not
D12.
drunk.
No. you didn't.
The 19 on a D12. Most impressive.
Cheater.
29.
Oh.
Excuse me. Fuck. There it is. God damn it. Get it
Fuck,
together,
there
Cole.
it is.
I will take it up the rear with a 3. No. I mean, bring up the rear. I will bring up the rear. With a 3.
Okay, hang on one second, because I am totally lost.
Wow. Wasn't ready for
All right.
that one at all.
Fulgrim's taking it up with the rear with a
It's like
what?
Fulgrim.
I'm sorry. That's an 11 with my perception.
Okay, an 11. All right. Who's not taking it up the
Poor
rear?
Taylor. I got a 29.
19.
I got a 26.
I got a 21.
26. Okay, super. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Poor Taylor. His whole, you're just going to become like a freaking dolphin right now. Just
Oh my
from
God.
laughing. It's just the pressure.
Just like I bled all over that lady at the post office.
Oh God.
What?
That was before he had that cut out.
Mr. Brennen.
Fantastic. I will quickly devise a stratagem. See if it's worth firing a bow at these things. They seem to take up the whole width of the hallway here.
It's a whole swarm.
A large swarm. So I'm going to fire an arrow at it and see if a 13 will hit.
Nope. Doesn't.
Didn't think so. We will fire another shot quickly with our short bow and only get a
Here, let me get that for you.
12.
Wow.
There's a
That's a-
natural one, right?
That is a
Oh,
7.
it's a 7.
Oh.
The one is next to it. Very close.
Nuts.
Too excited about that. You
they,
were.
They're very similar.
That is it for me.
Okay. Thank you. Kurva, put down that trowel and get to work.
This is a mop situation for sure. So I'm going to switch out to my mop and then attack it 3 times.
Okay.
Blip, blop, blorp.
Look at that as a soundbite.
27
Yes.
for my first of the flurry of blows.
Okay.
And the second one, I think, is a 14.
The first one is a crit.
Oh.
Oh, wasn't that far off.
So I just roll and double it, or I roll twice the dice? I don't remember how it works.
Dealer's choice. You
I'll
get to
just double
choose.
it.
Cool.
Easier. 10 damage.
And what type of damage is this?
Bludgeoning.
Beautiful.
Wait, is it? Let's see. Bow staff. Bludgeoning, yes.
Cool. And you said you did 10?
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, and it's got to make a fortitude save.
Oh, shit. I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Cool.
So what does that
Is there a
do?
crit fail on that?
If that's a crit fail on the Fortitude's DC 20 save, that means it's stunned for 3 actions. Everybody pile in here and start hitting bats with other bats.
So my bats can't do anything. And it's their turn, but they can't do
No, it's
anything.
not. I had one more
Oh,
attack.
right. Sorry about that. I don't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. How's the 16?
That is a hit.
Cool. And that's 8 damage.
Beautiful. What's up?
All right, I'm done here.
I would check the swarm things.
Yes.
see if-
She
Oh,
asked
it might
what
not
type
be
of damage it
stunnable.
was, so I think she knows what's up.
They're only immune to grappled, prone, and restrained conditions.
Really?
just
I
looked
could
it up.
trip him? I want to trip a swarm of bats.
Oh my gosh. All right then.
Thank you. Kurva, how much damage did that last attack do? I'm sorry.
8 damage.
8 damage. Cool.
I'm splatting them against the walls and making a big ruckus doing it.
These poor bats, they're so cute too. They're really, really
Arguano
cute.
now.
I'm taking your shit, and there's nothing you can do about it. Xa'Reske, you're up.
I believe that I would like to try a goading feint on a swarm of bats. Why not? That would be a 28 against their perception DC.
What the fuck? Why can't I read this thing? Because I don't have my glasses. You got it.
Wonderful. I would then like to strike them.
Do it.
Oh boy,
Do you need a card?
They're really good or really bad.
that's a really bad card. I rolled a natural 1
Okay.
to strike bats
Okay.
He's gonna slip in the guano.
with my
Oh,
confident
I hope
finisher.
you slip in the guano.
Oh no, that was a confident finisher too.
Yes.
In the same way that I like Xa'Reske, his critical fail is wide open. You are flat-footed until the end of your next turn.
Oh well, that's not that bad.
I mean, that is fine.
No.
I did realize though, and this has been going on for a while, and I've forgotten. With a confident finisher, I deal half of my precise strike damage. I
Okay.
still deal 5 damage
Okay.
to the
Even on
bats.
a miss?
And
On a
what
miss.
kind of damage
Oh,
is
that's
that?
baller.
That's pretty good. That would be piercing.
That's what I thought. And how much was it?
5.
Beautiful.
I would like to strike again.
Do it.
Yeah.
You won't.
-5, is that correct?
Yep.
20.
You
Wonderful.
got him.
Whew.
And then I need a die. That's the one. 2, 4. 4.
Okie dokie.
I know how to math. Trust me.
You can math. I would like you, because of where you are in relation to these bats, to make a fortitude save.
18.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You as well.
You
Mud.
didn't succumb to bat hypnosis.
Careful, Mud. They seem immune to arrows.
Oh.
A lot of things around you seem immune to arrows.
All right. I guess in that case, let's cast Forbidding Ward on Xa'Reske, also
Okay.
targeting the bat, so he gets a +1 AC against them. And then let's cast Guidance on Fulgrim.
Very good.
There's a bunch of these, bud.
I shall burn them all.
There you go.
Burn it down. Light the guano on fire. Cool.
That'd be a big conflagration.
God bless you.
Gesundheit.
Fulgrim,
Oh, it is my turn.
light him up.
Then, instead of burning them, I want to bring them down to the ground. So I shall mix up a bunch of glue into a tanglefoot bag and quickly throw it at them. Getting a 24.
Yep.
Oh. Is that not a critical success?
Tis
No.
not. No.
All right.
Is it one off of?
It is one off of.
Did you count your guidance?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
That's okay.
Shucks.
All right. Anyways, they have a negative 15-foot movement speed now.
Okay.
And to escape from my tanglefoot bag, they have to roll a DC 15, I believe.
So do you glue all these bats together and they're all flying around as a big ball?
I do. I do
Time
indeed.
that Kurva
It's a-
stunned an entire swarm of bats, and then Fulgrim glued them all together
Ball of bats.
while they were knocked out.
Oh
Ball
my
of bats.
goodness.
Oh, because they were stunned, does that lower their AC?
No, I believe.
I think it just means they miss actions.
It would have until the end of their turn, but they have gone.
Mm,
Oh, I do believe now we can hit them with arrows, Mud. They're stuck together, larger targets.
You might be able to.
I think that just means I could now hit glue
Oh.
in addition to bats. Also,
could I use a lore to check for maybe weaknesses or anything to know about these bats,
Yes.
especially a swarm of them coming at me?
What's a bonus you got there, buddy?
My boner for bats.
Wait. Are these alcoholic lore bats?
Nature would give me a +2.
All right. These are bats.
Bats
They
of the bat
travel in
variety.
groups.
Many of them travel together.
And like birds, they are slightly hollow. And so arrows do not affect them.
Do not shoot them with arrows.
oh, all right. Thank you, Fulgrim.
Probably hit them with fire or bombs.
I have a lot of those.
Oh, good.
At camp.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny.
I've saved them all. Thank you.
That is my 3 actions.
Beautiful. Before we get to Brennan's turn, though,
What? I'm scared.
you should be. I'm just kidding. You hear kind of like a squeaky bat-like sound coming from the west.
Oh,
Oh, that's not me.
And as there's another,
Oh, I hope there's not more flying Brennans.
there's so many flying Brennans.
There's more Yuzuki coming up behind us.
So there they are. And I'm going to lump these bats in. No, I'll put these bats down here.
oh, there are more bats.
Another swarm. Oh no.
Another swarm.
Coming from the west.
We are flanked by bats.
So that's where I am.
And they're immune to
Did
your
you-
arrows.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Kurva, my friend, can you handle this bat swarm?
I got plenty of mop left.
Okay, I will take the other.
Beautiful. Brennan, it's your turn.
Oh, since they seem to be immune to arrows, confirmed by Fulgrim, as in addition to observation, I will switch to my sling and devise a stratagem.
Okay.
Since this is a bludgeoning weapon, maybe it's more successful. 21. I'm firing a sling stone at the swarm to our south. That we
The
first.
glued swarm.
Yes.
Okay. You hit.
Very good. We'll do
1 Brennan of damage.
less than, because now that it's
Oh,
my
the
sling, it's
-1.
-1 again. So 4 damage.
Okay.
But
cool.
better than last turn.
Nice.
Can I just ask a clarifying question?
Uh-huh.
Are bats really immune to arrows?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was
No.
like,
Clearly.
oh, I didn't know this.
I
Well, the
feel
sling
really
worked.
bad when for a lore check, I roll a 2.
Yeah, fair.
So it's like,
Oh, that's when it's really fun though. You can give us wrong information. Well, I guess you did. Never mind.
yeah. But it's hard to give you
That's-
wrong information that you don't know is super wrong. Like,
Yeah.
what can I tell you about bats that's wrong that you're not going to be like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
It's got to be it's got to be the honor system, right? Like we just have to not metagame real hard,
Right.
and
Yeah.
that can be sometimes hard to do.
Yeah.
But what's so good about like critically failing in knowledge? It's the great thing where like it disincentivizes you to do skill checks that you're bad at. Because like you know that the failure can be not merely ineffective, it can be like actively bad for you.
Yeah,
in the same way that like sometimes you don't want to like attack with a -10 modifier.
Right.
All
So-
bats explode when they die.
There are consequences.
I've heard that. Yes.
They are sexually.
I've never
aroused
seen a
by
bat before.
Enya.
Who isn't?
Right.
Fulgrim was correct though. The
That's just
arrows missed and the sling hit.
As far as Kurva is concerned, bats are just anorexic seagulls.
Mm.
He's got no idea.
That's incredible. Anorexic
You
seagulls.
can only get hit by a fireball when you're asleep.
Yes.
hmm
That is it for Brennen.
Okay. Super. Kurva, you're next.
Bat swatting.
Swat that.
I guess I already got my mop out. They're 10 feet from me. I think I just do 4 attacks.
Okay.
Okay. First one's 15.
Yes.
Second one is 19.
Yes.
All right. I'll go ahead and roll the damage for those.
Knock him out of the air, Kurva.
16 damage for the first 2 attacks.
Wow.
Splat.
Okay.
And they'll have to make a fort save if they're not dead.
All right. And I got it that time. So there.
What'd you get?
Stunned. 22.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
And I'll just keep attacking it.
Okay.
A 10
No.
and a 9.
No.
The follow-up flats weren't quite as good. But yeah, I got this one, Xa'Reske. You go ahead and make sure that they don't get to our backside.
Yeah. All right. It is the bat's turn. They are all sticky glued together. They're going to come right up over you two so that you are in their swarm. And
Bring it.
What?
Who to?
I am sorry. Thank you. So the swarm is now completely covering Kurva and Xa'Reske. And they are sticky and they might be, swatting around in Xa'Reske's feathers and getting glue on your feathers.
They do have a negative 15 penalty to their speed because of my Tanglefoot bag.
Way to go.
Do they have any other penalties from Tanglefoot bags?
They are very sticky, and they're very hard to clean off.
Oh,
It's not 50.
oh, that's a plus. That's a blessing.
Right.
Yeah.
I like a challenge.
And if you just apply like a cotton or a linen swatch of fabric to the bat and then rip it off really fast, you get rid of all of its hair.
Oh.
And feathers.
It's a very efficient way to wax.
If you press a ball of bats onto newsprint and peel it off, sometimes you get the newspaper comic images on it. You can stretch it and do whatever you want.
Oh, that's funny. All right, and
Watch
so
newspaper.
they are going to do Blood Feast. So Xa'Reske and Kurva, both of you need to make a reflex save.
What the?
I'd be happy to make a reflex save against Blood Feast.
Yes.
It
Oh.
makes me sound like I'm in a mosh pit. I was a 28. My saves are on point today.
Okay, that's a good reflex
I
save.
rolled a 31.
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Surprised.
You like as they end up sticking to you because of the glue on them. So then you could just like swat them like giant mosquitoes and splat them. That's what happens when they do this blood feast
At this
thing,
point, you're making me hungry.
right?
Splat.
Yikes! Oh my gosh, that's all that they
We're
can
on
do.
the crazy train now.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, incredible.
I want that to happen to Brennen.
What gets splatted?
Blood
oh no,
feast?
blood feast. I just want to see what it
I
does.
don't want it to feast on blood.
The bats will feast on you.
Does not sound desirable.
For you.
Right.
You get
It's
that?
science. I thought you were all about this. We need to experiment with things.
That's not how experimenting works.
Just get in there. Try her out.
You got that sweet, sweet Yusoki blood. It's tasty.
You're already
Oh.
sticky.
No, it's been thoroughly cleaned off.
Mm, Allegedly.
I mean, you're
Excuse me.
an actual brown noser now. You got a little bit still.
This is arrested.
The day someone questions my cleaning skills,
How
the
dare
day
you?
I hang up my mop.
I'm going to tumble behind out of this swarm.
Okay.
Or attempt to. With a 21. I believe
got
that's
it.
also perception DC.
Yes.
Didn't you say the other swarm was going to act at the same time?
No, I just
Nope, she's good.
I have them at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was going to have them act, but then I was like, they came out on their own like thing at the end of the round. So then I just decided to have the second swarm.
You're a great GM.
I see.
Thanks. Thank you. I do my best.
So now I will use a confident finisher.
Okay.
Confidently. And I will finish them.
Finish them.
I rolled a 26 and they're flat-footed against me.
That is a crit.
Thank you. I figured.
Ooh,
So
crit
that-
confident finisher. So
plus
many
that-
dice.
I'm
Just gotta
very
dig through the mug.
Plus these two.
Muggo dice.
If you can dig through the mud, you can pound through the blood.
Oh, God.
13, 15,
Thief.
30, 34.
You splat the last
The
bat.
hit?
No, for damage.
Oh, okay.
You splat the last bat and they dissipate into nothingness.
Whoop, whoop. So it's like when Yoshi dies in Yoshi's Island.
I heard Pac-Man.
Oh, maybe that's what I was
Ooh,
thinking.
okay.
And then I will
Yoshi.
advance to 2 squares to the west of Mud.
So if he confidently finished a swarm of bats, that means that he just timed it right, where they were all in a line, and then skewered the lot of them.
Spirits
Lord, extend!
Just hit glue and then whapped it against the floor.
Yeah. That's the thing. They got tangled up on his sword and just forget it at that point. Cool.
I would like to find the least glued one as I'm walking away and taste it.
Okay. It's if it makes any sense, it's a little on the dry side.
Gross.
Like it's clearly like wet, like the blood is wet, but it's like dry wine. That's what I mean by dry.
Oh,
Yeah, a little bit of tannins in there.
I will spit out the head and go towards the other.
Okay.
Bat swarm.
Groovy. Mud.
So these things are obviously immune to arrows. So we're going to cast Guidance on Xa'Reske, and then we're going to cast Daze on these bats. So they will make a will save, a basic will save, some might say. And on a critical failure, they are stunned for 1 round, but they just flat up take damage.
Okay.
D6 plus my casting modifier, which is 4. So that'll be 7 damage. Assuming they can be affected by mind things. Maybe they can't.
I don't think so. Under immunities, it says swarm mind.
Yep, probably not.
Yeah.
But neither Fulgrim or Brennen has told me that.
Right.
So,
Wah, wah.
seems effective.
Yeah. Keep doing that.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
I'm just catching up on the notes for the episode.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Say, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
There's 3 Xa'Resques.
I appreciate you.
There are 3 Xa'Resques.
Tim, wake
You
up.
guys are all
Edit this
saying his
out.
catchphrase.
Oh, every time I say it in real life, I'm like, God, I sound like Xa'Reske. And I'm okay with
He
it.
says it all the time on stream, and every time he does it, I feel like an urge to, I gotta say some bullshit in the chat, but I stop myself.
Oh.
Please do. Please do.
I love it.
Okay.
I appreciate you. Cool. All right. So, Mud, you're set then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I spent 3 actions, but can I have another?
No?
Okay.
I appreciate you asking so nicely.
My
though.
mom.
You never let me do what I want to do. Fulgrim, got any more glue?
I do not, but I believe that electricity would work just as well. So I'm going to
Okay.
mix up some reagents that will create a bottled lightning, and will throw them at this other bat swarm. How far away am I? 40 foot?
It looks about 40 feet to your west.
That's going to be 10 foot too far. So I'll have to stride once.
Ack. All right. Stride to the left.
Crisscross. And as soon as I'm in
Everybody
range,
throw bottled lightning.
Zap, 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 zap.
that's going to be a 17.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. Let's see. 2d6. 6 damage.
All right.
Plus 2 splash damage.
Ooh.
And they might be flat-footed.
Okay.
Seems like splash damage should be pretty good against a swarm.
Oh yeah, they are flat-footed until my next turn.
Oh.
Wonderful.
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 Let's see. So that was my 3 actions.
Love it. Well done. Ooh, okay. The bats get to go now.
Blood feast.
Flap, 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 flap. With their wings.
Flap, 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 flap.
Dang, dang, dang goes the bats.
Oh no.
All right.
I put myself in the area of the blood feast.
Oh, blood feast. Oh no, it's reflex, isn't it?
Yep. Do a reflex save, y'all.
That is okay. This is for science.
Is Fulgrim somebody else in the swarm?
It is Xa'Reske and Fulgrim in the swarm.
I rolled a 30.
Okay.
I rolled not a 30. 12.
Wow. Okay.
You did
I-
roll a 3.
Oh, we get to learn what blood feast does.
I want to see what this blood feast is.
All
For
right.
science.
Science.
So
If there's somebody who could deal with losing a little bit of blood, it's probably Fulgrim.
Accurate.
that's true. It's not actually like I'm kind of disappointed with this little bit. It says each enemy in the bat swarm space takes 1d4 piercing damage with a reflex save. And then I also get to do one. It just says 1. It's got a little die next to it, but it's a 20-sided die
One
think-
20-sided die of damage.
of
This is terrible.
persistent bleed damage.
Oh my
I don't
God.
think that's accurate though,
This is
right?
big.
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
can see that one from all those bats biting
Shit.
you.
Well, let's see because I just rolled it. Man, let me try again. Yeah, it's just 1 persistent bleed damage.
Ah.
All right, so you do 1d4, so 1
Okay.
damage, and then you take 1 persistent bleed damage.
Oh. That is
So that's not that bad.
not a feast of blood, just a nibble.
Yeah,
This is
like a light lunch of blood.
right.
Where the fuck do I plug this?
Oh, and you're that size, even a light lunch can fill you up.
Yeah.
On the left side.
Oh God! Sorry, listeners at home. Right there. Ow, fuck
Tim,
me. Jesus
cut
Christ.
this out. Stop playing Battlegrounds and cut this out.
Sorry, Tim. You're the best.
We love you.
You don't have the APM to handle elementals anyway.
Accurate. It's boars now. It's all about quill boars.
Oh, sweet. They have a new faction.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
don't
I
know.
might have to get back into that.
I can still do one more thing. I don't know what to do.
Do they have a basic attack?
No, they have Blood Feast, and that's it.
Blood Feast is only
I think
one
that's
action?
I think that's just what swarms do, is that they just move into a place and do their swarm ability, and that's kind of the extent of it.
Could
Yeah.
they like move
Correct.
again
That-
and then
that's-
cover different people and blood swarm?
That's
them?
how it works. That's how it works in Pathfinder First Edition, is that they don't really roll attacks. They just kind of do damage to wherever they're at.
That makes sense.
So
So I can.
I think they just
move.
don't follow the action economy.
Right. I can move, but I can't do Blood Feast again because I've already moved once, done Blood Feast.
What would the bats do?
Uh-huh.
What
they
would
feast?
the bats do?
I don't think bats sound like that at all, do they?
Well, they don't find you exceedingly tasty because they can't get any nibbles on you. It must be the scales, or because you're a lizard and they're used to yucky lizards around here, and they're like, "Brr."
Maybe like
Thank you.
mosquitoes, they always go for the highest point on the body, but the highest point on his body is a feather.
Right.
I rolled
Mm.
2 30s. I am dodging bats. Y'all can go fuck yourselves.
Gosh, the bats.
I earned those
I thought
dodges.
I was doing good, but Xa'Reske is dodging them in slow motion.
All right.
Zack Snyder film.
The bat swarm is going to move a couple squares to the right to encompass Mud and Brennen.
I
Dumb.
didn't mean to include me.
I appreciate you only trying to get me damaged, but it backfired.
Sucker.
She hates us both the same.
Boom. But in very different ways. But Brennen, it's your turn. I'm just kidding.
I will stride back to the east just a single space to get out of this bat swarm.
They're going to catch you.
And then I will devise a stratagem against these bats. Just can't
Remember,
roll
they're
today.
flat-footed.
Oh, that might hit then. 13.
Yes.
Ha! A success because they're immune to arrows, but not sling stones.
That's right.
For 5 damage.
Wow, good job.
Good job with the lightning.
What type of damage? is that?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay.
It's a little rock. Bonk. Just imagine just bonks one bat in the face.
Boop, and the bat's like, "Brr."
Doesn't even kill it, just knocks it out.
You booped
falls
it
to
on
the
its
ground.
snoot.
I booped its snoot with the rock real hard.
Wow, rude. Bait its home. Anything else?
Aren't these cousins
Nope.
of yours?
What? No.
Yeah.
They really look.
You can't attack. Oh, right. You did a stratagem thing.
Right.
Yes.
Kurva.
Stratagem, attack.
I mean, there's still bats in front of me. Still got mop left. I think it's just 4 attacks.
I would say so.
I'm glad you brought so much mop.
I know. I was considering bringing not as much mop, but
Can't leave.
Gods are mops those who mop themselves. So 18
Yeah, that hits.
and another 18.
Yep. Can we put that on a shirt?
Is that going to be the episode title?
Every goddamn line from this man is a banger. I just realized, like, go ahead.
16 damage.
Beautiful.
And they got to do the fortitude save again, and then I'm going to just attack a couple more times.
There are
3.
so many. All right, fortitude.
And a 12.
Fortitude, I got a 16, like total.
Then they're stunned 1,
Okay.
which I don't think matters
I
very
don't
much
think
for
so.
this crowd. But then I got a 3 and a 12.
All right. No dice. There are so many episode titles that come from stuff that Kurva says. It's very funny. One of my favorites is "You Can't Unchocolate the Milk."
That was not me.
Yeah, that was a mud. But like stuff that you guys say is very funny.
That is a proverb I've written it in the hymnals.
We need
Book
that
of
on a
Mud.
shirt too.
The Book of Mud.
The Book of Mud. It's appropriate since it's chocolate milk. Cool. Xa'Reske.
I would like to tumble.
Through the bats.
I would like to tumble through the bats. I've rolled a 25, so I'm going to skip across the walls.
Okay.
To the other side of the bats.
Alley-oop.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Totally parkour.
And then I will confidently finish them. It hits a 15.
Yes, that does hit.
Ugh, it's not a crit though.
Could be enough.
Good Lord. For 17.
17 damage.
Correct.
All right.
Goodness.
So another swarm just dissipates.
So as I'm jumping through them, I swipe.
Oh, Kurva, where'd you come from? Or Xa'Reske, where'd you come from?
I've always been here.
You an astronaut holding a gun to my head?
It's always been Xa'Reske.
As he's his rapier around, the bats are just thump, 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 all around you.
And I land one hand on the ground and I claw. And I get up and I walk over to Fulgrim and I say, "You owe me a new feather."
Did you get fire on yours?
I got glue on mine. Can
yes.
you? And I just pull it out and I'll stick it to the wall.
Yes, it is quite unsightly now.
You owe me a new feather.
What about a bat wing? And I take off a bat wing,
It's very dull.
slap that,
Just right in my face.
slap it right in your hand.
Quick, make a crafting roll.
It's a broken bat wing.
I'm just going to drop this.
Is it a flat or a drumstick, though?
It's the full wing.
Oh, there you go.
We'll talk later.
Okay. These came from this crevice or chasm.
First things first, I'm definitely brooming all these bat carcasses into an orderly pile.
There is a fire close by. I can smell it. Taste it.
You don't just burn your garbage. You leave it where it needs to be until somebody can pick it up.
That's right. The fire's for the bones, not the garbage.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's still confusing for me.
Everything in its place, Xa'Reske.
Right, but I don't understand the places yet.
Also, these things would go up quickly because they have hollow bones.
like birds.
Yeah, makes them immune to
It's
arrows.
essentially Tinder.
Right.
We've shot
the
at
app.
we've shot at many rocks, and it just bounces off of them.
Oh yeah, so now the bats are gone. I'm gonna put my sling back in my mouth and take my bow back out.
Mr. Brennen,
Yes.
in the other room, we did find a double sling. If you wanted to store that in your mouth as well.
I don't think I need 2 slings.
It's got 2 little, so you could sling 2 at once because it's got 2 little leather triangles instead of just the one.
I don't think it would work like that.
I mean,
We could try it with
You hold
bats.
on to it, and I'll try it when we're done here. I don't want to test out a new potential weapon in a hostile place like this.
oh, I'm not saying try it out. Just store it in your mouth with the other one.
I don't have enough room.
Oh,
But if anything, you're the one who shoots things 2 at a time. I would expect that you would be the proprietor of the double sling.
I don't know how to get my rocks off of the thing. You know,
So
I've always had trouble.
we have a visitor. I hate to break it to you, but we got a visitor here.
Yeah, as Brennan's storing his thing back in his pouch,
Oh.
and Mud's trying to get Brennan to use a piece of Zolgath lingerie as a weapon. There's a sticky ball of web that lands directly on the wall next to Kurva's head, and you will find out next time what this creature is that's crawling out from the shadows.
Oh,
What?
I see it on the map, and it's
Yeah.
terrifying.
You could say it might be coming from the ether.
Wait,
I'd say
what?
the south.
I like south
Ether
way better
by
than
east-west.
ether. What? I didn't want to sing along. I'm too scared.